The world remembers Kobe Bryant as an icon, a champion who played with a fire that almost felt unreal, a man who became a symbol of discipline, excellence, and obsession. But long before he lifted trophies and inspired millions, he was a kid who felt out of place in America, a teenager doubted by scouts, a young star who made painful mistakes, and a veteran whose career was supposed to end the night his Achilles snapped. This is Always Fail Forward. Today we dive into the extraordinary journey of Kobe Bryant and the adversity he refused to let define him. Kobe Bean Bryant was born into basketball, but not into comfort. His father played overseas, which meant Kobe grew up in Italy, where he barely spoke the language and stood out everywhere he went. When the Bryants moved back to the United States, Kobe was viewed as the quiet foreign kid who did not quite fit the American mold. But while others saw a shy outsider, Kobe saw a blank canvas. He locked himself in the gym for hours, studying moves, copying legends on VHS tapes, practicing until the lights went out. Even as a teenager, he carried a belief that if he worked harder than everyone else, eventually the world would have to take notice. At 17, Kobe skipped college and entered the NBA straight from high school. Many said he was too young, too thin, too unprepared. That criticism reached its loudest moment during the 1997 playoffs. With the game on the line, Kobe shot multiple air balls in front of a roaring crowd and millions watching at home. The world called him arrogant. The media mocked his confidence. He had never failed on such a public stage. But instead of hiding from the embarrassment, Kobe embraced it. He later said those air balls were a gift because they exposed exactly how much stronger he needed to become.
What a great two-handed fake. Kobe Bryant with it. He goes to dribble. He comes to the baseline to be double teamed. He's got to be careful. He's trapped along the side. Oh, what a bounce pass he makes to the big man. Knight gives it off to Vanessa. The 16-footer. Oh, Kobe put in by Kobe Bryant. The shot came up short. Kobe grabbed it with his back to the basket and put it back over his head for 2 points.
The next morning, he was back in the gym. No ego. No excuses, only hunger. Kobe reached the top faster than anyone expected. 3 championships before turning 24. Worldwide fame, a future that looked untouchable. Then everything collapsed. His feud with Shaquille O'Neal tore apart the Lakers dynasty. His reputation took hits from media narratives. His personal life entered a dark period that nearly ended his career and his marriage. Sponsors moved away. Commentators said he would never recover. But Kobe refused to let any chapter define him except the one he wrote himself. He attacked the game with new purpose. He rebuilt trust with his family. He reshaped his image through discipline, accountability, and relentless work. During this time, Kobe created the mindset that would become global inspiration. The Mamba mentality. The idea that greatness is built through honesty with yourself, a willingness to confront your weaknesses, and a refusal to ever back down from the work. His story became bigger than basketball. It became a mirror for anyone battling their own mistakes. On April 12, 2013, Kobe drove to the basket and felt a snap. His Achilles tendon had ruptured. Most athletes never come back from that injury. Many retire immediately. The crowd fell silent as Kobe stood there with pain written across his face. But what he did next stunned the world.
From their reserves, Bryant again going to work, falls down. Again, he's struggling. going to stay down there for a bit.
Trying to massage that left ankle a little bit.
Harrison Barnes picks up the foul.
He walked to the free throw line on a completely torn Achilles and sank both shots before limping off the court. Doctors told him the road ahead would be long. Fans feared his career was over. Kobe saw it differently. He saw it as a challenge, another test, another chance to rise. For months, he trained alone, rebuilding his body from the ground up. He studied movement, nutrition, recovery, and performance with the intensity of a scientist. Every day was a battle against pain, a battle against doubt. But Kobe pushed through it all because he believed that the story was not finished. Kobe's final years were not filled with championships. They were filled with wisdom, leadership, mentorship. Through injuries, aging, and constant criticism, he carried the Lakers through some of their toughest years. And then came the night of April 13th, 2016. Kobe stepped onto the court for the last time. The world watched as the legend everyone thought was finished did the impossible again. He scored 60 points at 37 years old. A final reminder that greatness does not disappear. It evolves, it teaches, it inspires. After retiring, Kobe won an Academy Award. He created books, coached his daughter's team, and poured his heart into building the next generation. He proved that excellence has no single form. It is a lifestyle built on curiosity and work. And even though the world lost Kobe too soon, his legacy continues to shape millions. Not because he was perfect, but because he never stopped growing. This was the journey of Kobe Bryant, a boy who felt invisible, a young star who faced humiliation, a man who rebuilt himself again and again. His story reminds us that greatness is not given. It is earned through discipline, resilience, and the courage to rise after every fall. If this inspired you, subscribe to Always Fail Forward for more real stories of people who turned setbacks into strength.